The most common comments that I get on my channel go something along the lines of, "Miroki, please, for the love of God, make more prospect profile videos." I hear you, I got you fam, and with the World Junior Championships right around the corner, I figured what better player to cover than someone that you can watch in this year's tournament. Quinn Hughes of Team USA is probably the prospect I am most looking forward to watching this year, since I believe he has the best shot at challenging Andrei Svechnikov and Rasmus Dahlin for a spot in the top 2. So if you're excited for this video and want me to make more, please let me know by leaving a like, as I have put quite a lot of time into making the best possible video I can for you guys. Also, in no way should my opinion be considered professional. As much as I wish, it's not my job to watch prospects each and every day, and as such, most of my opinions are formed off of their stats, videos that I can find online, articles, and other perspectives in the scouting community that I value. With these videos, I hope to show the full picture of a prospect by dissecting their stats, going over any relevant stories or articles, and breaking down their strengths and weaknesses on tape. So without further ado, I present to you Quinn Hughes. We are now seeing in the NHL that there is less of an emphasis for big stay-at-home defensemen, and mobile two-way defenders that can break the puck out are now in style. At 5'10", 174 pounds, Hughes is looking to add to the growing list of short-statured defensemen that are excelling in the NHL today. And from what I've read, it seems like he has the work ethic and mindset to do just that. Hughes comes from a hockey family where his dad played in the NCAA and his brother Jack is the potential first overall pick in next year's draft. They also have a third brother who is a bit too young to be judged as an NHL prospect right now. Quinn Hughes played his draft -2 and -1 seasons in the USHL for the US National Team Development Program, and that's where our story starts. It was during this time where Hughes was developing good habits for becoming a pro. In those 2 years, he was staying with his teammate Brady Tkachuk and his father, former NHLer Keith Tkachuk. Being able to learn from one of the best American-born hockey players ever is a huge advantage over other prospects. In that household, they were living like professionals, they were eating well, they were sticking to a curfew, and above all they were thinking about was hockey. In his draft -1 year, Hughes had a monster season where he put up 26 points in 26 games. He was the only defenseman to put up a point-per-game pace, beating out other top players who have gone on to become NHL stars. 14 of those 26 points were primary points, and he was also his team's go-to guy, as he averaged the most even-strength ice time per game out of all of his teammates. This year, he's playing for the University of Michigan, and I should add that he has a bit of a later birth date, making him one of the older prospects in this year's draft class. At Michigan, he has 10 points in 16 games, and I tried to track all of his points. Unfortunately, I couldn't find his 10th point, probably due to a statistical error on the University of Michigan website, but 7 of the 9 points that I tracked were primary points, with 3 of them coming on the power play, including his lone goal. He's also posting 2.75 shots per game, which isn't too shabby as a blue liner. Now let's get into some video. Hughes' biggest strengths are his skating, which some scouts believe could be the best in the draft class, and his vision. This allows him to be an extremely effective transition defender, as he's able to beat pressure on the forecheck and break the puck out, as well as break into the offensive zone. It also allows him to be an elite power play quarterback, which is something that a lot of teams covet. I'm looking at you, Jim Benning. First, let's talk about his skating. This clip really gives you an idea of his elusiveness, as he uses his feet in a 10-2 position to anchor himself and really sell that triple D. As the clip continues, he uses his body to shield the puck, and when he releases the puck, look at his body language. His feet and shoulders are selling high short side, but he actually goes high far side. That's a crazy release. In this next clip, he does a nice job of drawing the forechecker in with a nice move to the backhand, and then with one lateral crossover and a push off of his left foot, he's away to the races. The rest of the way, his head is up as he crosses over the blue line, and he makes a great pass to the trailer who finds the back of the net. This next clip speaks for itself. Great end-to-end speed here from Hughes. His edge work is also impeccable, as he took a very sharp turn around the net without losing too much momentum. This last clip blows my mind. Look carefully. Not only is he loading his shot on his opposite foot, but it's turned completely 90 degrees, which opens up his hips, allowing him to face the net squarely. This is just a nightmare scenario for a goalie. One, because his hips and shoulder are now square, it doesn't give away any information about where he might shoot, and 2, because his momentum is still moving, it's hard for the goalie to track laterally behind all that traffic. He is by far the best skater I have seen in a prospect this year. Now let's talk about his vision. In this first clip, his skating goes hand in hand with his vision, as he opens up his body to survey the entire ice and he finds the backdoor pass. This next clip, I really like how he sold driving around the net and then passed back to a man with open space. His skating and vision make him a nightmare to match up with in the offensive zone. This is a guy that can literally skate around teams and can wait out defenses until he finds a better option. Now defensively, he isn't as bad as a lot of other smaller defensemen, but there are a couple plays that I would like to break down. Keep in mind, a lot of other factors contribute to any given play other than just knowing what to do. Sometimes you're stuck out on the ice for too long and you're too mentally fatigued to really process what's going on around you, and other times, a player may have just made a better play. These plays are just to show how smaller defensemen have to play a bit differently than bigger defensemen in these situations, and is something that I believe can become instinctual for Quinn Hughes. This is a tough play here, as he clearly doesn't want to give away the middle of the ice and allow for a cut-in, but this is also an area where maybe he could have used his skating ability to his advantage. If he was able to use his speed to meet the forward at the blue line and pivot so that he was skating backwards, keeping himself in between the net and the player, he maybe would have had a better shot at containing the player by looking at his center of gravity and keeping the player in front of him. Instead, what happens is the forward makes a really nice inside-outside move, which allows him to get body position on Hughes and drive to the net, and 9 times out of 10, a smaller defender is not going to win that battle. This next play is a tough one. Hughes is number 43 down in the corner about to challenge the player with the puck. Michigan center number 9 was in the opposite corner, which means he doesn't have his check number 6 in red. Even though the puck doesn't come to number 6, and I'm not even saying it's Hughes' responsibility to pick up number 6, I'm just confused with the route Hughes takes to make towards the puck carrier. Hughes' stick and route tells me that he's taking away the pass below the net, and why? No one's there. If I'm Hughes, I'm playing it a little bit higher, just inside the face-off circle with my stick extended, eliminating any of the middle across ice passes. The Wolverines have a 5-on-4 numbers advantage, and I am taking that behind the net pass all day. To be fair though, the Ferris State player makes one unreal pass, threading the needle between 2 Michigan defenders, finding the player backdoor. From the sounds of it, Hughes has the right mindset to remain confident in his game even when he's staring down defensive challenges due to his size. I am a huge fan of Quinn Hughes and believe that he has all the tools to become an impactful NHLer. His work ethic and mentality is there, he has the numbers to back it up, and he has the elite skills. Like with any prospect, he has question marks like his size and defensive game, but from what I've seen and heard, I believe he has the brain to overcome them. And I think Quinn Hughes says it best. Ultimately, the goal of the game is to score more than the opponent, and with his offensive tool set, I believe whoever drafts him will be seeing a lot more wins in the future. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had so much fun making this video, and once again, let me know with a like if you would like to see more of these. If you haven't seen my past 2 on Ryan Merkley and Philip Zadina, link will be in the description, and stay tuned for more of these by hitting the subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.